Hello. Hello, Hunger. Hello, Soda. We are witnessing an encounter. Loud music, sorry. Hello, Dark. I think that's Diana, and that might be the Scry, but I'm not quite sure. Might actually be the Prince. At any rate, I kind of want them to just look at me and see me spying on them from above. I'm really excited to run into your character to see his reaction to mine. Ooh. Well, I am excited too, as always. It's always a pleasure to RP with you, Hunger. Just in case you're thinking of shooting with your stupid bow, I have a sword. There. Stare and... sorry. Stare at them and judge them with all your might. Well, Dark, I will judge them, but not with my might, for I have something much stronger than that. I have my faith. That is all a man like Lionel needs. Sorry, I need to get into the character a bit more. I usually have a slow start on Lionel. Need to get there as soon as possible. Raven rolls his eyes. Funny of you to think I'm scared of you. Oh, Hunger, I love the confidence. Good father, praise be. Thank you, Orange Soda. Thank you. You are such a good team player. You almost make me feel bad because you're so compliant and agreeable and supportive. I feel like I don't deserve it, but I am very much grateful. Also, my character won't attack unless she attacked first. Ooh, interesting. So your character will not attack unless she attacks. I presume you mean unless she is attacked first. Oh. Those were weapons. Is attacked first, gotcha. Still waking up, yes, I'm here. I mean, I'm not waking up, I'm kind of slowly heading to bed, but... Will they notice me? Or will they not? I enjoy supporting, but you really don't need it. Oh, please, Soda. Everyone needs a support, especially me. I am useless without my faithful RPers around me. Otherwise, I'm just a jerk, you know, that they can easily dispose of, but if they kill me now, they would turn me into a martyr. I would become a symbol. Just like Batman. Sorry, just like Harvey Dent, I mean. First, they need to destroy the name. Then, they can kill me. Just like Gladiator. The character I so know where you live, M9 mentioned it. Oh, that freaking M9. What a tattletale. I'm still debating if I want to start a character or not on ToO. Got given an idea by Para, but not sure if I want to go with it or play at all. Well, Dark, in that case, I would genuinely recommend you to just do what Lia is doing. Just create an off-season character. Something so simple that it doesn't have any backstory, doesn't have anything special about it. Just create a simple character that is just living his life, that is confused about everything, that is slowly getting to know everyone. Step forward, my child. Do not be afraid to walk into the light.
to me, whoever that was.
I am talking to anyone that can hear. And since you responded, then the answer is yes.
Interesting. Who might you be?
My name is Lionel. The heavenly, the venerable, the holy, the pure, the divine sponge that will cleanse these lands from corruption and heretics, and all those who wish to destroy it with their foul influence. Do you count yourself as one of them?
I mean, I don't like corruption, really. It kind of gets everywhere, makes you cough a lot, all that kind of thing. So I'm not a friend of it. I'm just kind of living, you know what I mean?
Then you and I are the same. I am also just living. Try my best to spread the good word. Try my best to save as many souls as possible from the eternal damnation. Tell me, my child, do you know that the judgment day is coming?
Didn't especially know that, no. I figured there'd be some sort of judgment for a lot of the crummy things happening in the world, but wasn't sure there was a selected day.
Precisely. The day of reckoning is upon us, but fear not, for the salvation is at hand. And you,
Do you know which day that is?
I'm afraid, the prophecy was not specific. However, it is inevitable.
Inevitable. Alright. Well, how are we supposed to know when it is upon us?
We simply do know that it is coming. Nevertheless, there's still time to make a difference.
Is there like a sign I should be looking for?
Yes, you can see the signs all around us. You can see the cloud of darkness slowly falling in, enveloping this place. You see
That
those
looks like a sun
skeletons.
to me.
I am talking about the corruption, the skeletons, the mist, the darkness shrouding the city of unnamed, the carnival that recently arrived. All of that is the sign of the inevitable. But,
Yeah, that place does look kind of dreary, I won't lie.
indeed, but do not mistake my words of judgment for lost hope. For those people are exactly the ones that need our help the most. They do not need to be condemned. They need to be saved from their vile ways, from their ignorance.
Ignorance, huh?
Precisely. They know what they are doing. Yet, they still chose to walk that path of evil instead of walking the path of the righteous that was offered to them by me, the heavenly Lionel.
What exactly makes you so heavenly is my question.
Your question is wise and very much correct. I am but a simple man of flesh and bones, but for some reason I did receive a vision of divine nature. You see, when I was done cleansing the lands far away from here, I received an ominous vision of lands pure and bountiful that were slowly falling to the cloud of corruption and darkness. And this vision led me here. With the heavenly speed, I set upon a long journey and finally arrived to be united by my congregation, those that are pure and righteous and strong in faith, those that saw the light and decided to dedicate their lives to the teachings of Lionel.
So you're like a leader of a church or something?
Yes, my child. You can see my place of worship over there.
I see.
It is open
very
to public.
white.
I thank you for your kind words.
Yeah. Doesn't like white symbolize purity or something? Is that what you're trying to go for?
Precisely, my child.
Okay, so I understand.
I understand that you must have many questions. And I promise, answers will be provided swiftly. Once the church is open for public, you will find satisfaction, illumination, and most importantly, you will find a key for salvation. To save not only yourself, your soul, but to save the souls of your loved ones, of all that will be crushed by the judgment day, when it is, in fact, time.
So, I just want to make sure I understand this correctly. There is a judgment day coming. We don't know when it is. But the signs are all around us by the corruption that we see. And that's about it, correct? Or is there something I'm missing?
There is more. There is so much more. But those answers will be provided when it is time.
Once your church is open.
Yes.
I see. And is this church free of charge, or do we have to pay something to get in?
Absolutely not. You will be provided everything you need. Clothes, food, and most importantly, food for the soul. For when you hear my sermon, there will be no doubt that my words hold merit. Even those
Perhaps I'll come by.
Even those who decided to walk the path of evil willingly will not be able to deny what is ahead of them. I do not believe that there is a single soul in these lands that wants to face the judgment day when it is coming. Everyone deserves a chance for redemption. And they
What
will.
if we were to face that judgment day and win?
That is a nice thought, but I do not believe it to be possible. Nevertheless,
What makes you feel that way?
we will try. That is my mission. That is why I'm here, to prepare as many faithful ones for the final day of reckoning, so that we can save as many souls as possible.
I see. Well, I appreciate your, the information that you're, bestowing upon me with your kind words there. So, what was it, Lionel or Lionel?
Lionel.
Alright, well, I will be on watch for this, this day that you so speak of, and, we'll see what happens from there.
I thank you, my child, for your time and open mind. Do not be a stranger,
Good day.
for this place
I'll try not to be.
is mine, just like it is yours. We welcome everyone.
Fair enough. Well, I hope you have a good day, and, enjoy your preaching.
Be at peace, my child.
You as well.
There sure are.
Day.
And also Christians, I've noticed yesterday in the carnival. You know, talking about the one true God, the Father. Actually, mostly expected to, you know, preach against polytheism. That's why I decided for Lionel to be very much open to all religions, all the gods. But I didn't expect Christians. But it is fine. We can deal with those two. It was a nice start. Got me right into the mood. I do believe that was Revan, right? I remember the voice. At first I thought it was Kaidos. They have a very similar voice. Yeah. Retrans. Calm down. almost expect it to be already closed in full armor. Knowing Jess. Let's go through his stuff. Oh, he doesn't have any here. I bet he doesn't even live here. Interesting. Yes, basically dark. And illegal contraband. Not for inspection. Ooh. Get all those clothes. A horse. Ooh. What is this? Out of fishing chair? Oh, look at the freaking church. It's beautiful. Ooh. Oh, look at this. So pretty. Looks like a giant middle finger in the middle. Oh, that's great. Confessional booth. Greetings, my child.
Good day. Did you sleep well, good father?
I did. Thank
I'm
you.
happy to hear that.
How about yourself?
I have slept well.
This place. It feels like a piece of heaven descended into our world.
That is far too much praise. But I am happy if you are happy with it.
I wish I could express the appropriate feelings that this beautiful masterpiece would deserve. But I must remain neutral in my position. I accept this place for what it is, with gratitude, and promise that I will use it to save as many souls as possible. With your help. Hello, Star.
You're most welcome, good father. And that means a lot to me.
You have done well. But please, show me around. Tell me,
Of course.
how did you manage to bring this place to life?
Well, with the help of good paladin Talib, of course. He's been working hard to gather materials for me. And shape the wood and such.
He is a
And
wonderful
then there
man.
was... Good Tara, I believe. I
Indeed.
haven't seen her for a bit, but she did help as well. When she was about.
Terra is the purifier of darkness, the last barricade against corruption and forces of evil. She is very busy. Nevertheless, I am glad to hear that she carved enough time in her busy schedule to help you finish this place.
Of course. Of course, I don't make any judgments on the others and their time, or how they spent it. I am appreciative of the help that she offered and gave. The way you spoke of her, though, is she another paladin?
She is in charge of my safety, my protection.
I understand.
It is not something that was requested from her. I can protect myself, for I am equipped with faith. But she insisted, for I did help her when she needed it the most. I helped her open her eyes to more than just a life on the streets. I gave her purpose, and she felt grateful. And I couldn't refuse her offer. But I still hope that her might, her physical prowess, will not be necessary to protect me.
As do I, and I am happy that you were able to help her. Since coming to these lands, I'm a bit ashamed to admit that I harbored doubts, but there was once a time when I would have easily said that everyone deserves happiness. Or at least the opportunity for it.
Tell me, my child. Do you feel that there are those who deserve punishment for their actions, for their intentions?
That is not my place to judge. That is, at least in my view, that is Mitra's domain.
You are wise to put your trust in your God. In the end,
Those who commit
please continue.
evil acts generally harm themselves just as much as they do others.
Precisely. They're
Lack
stuck.
darkness. Indeed.
They are stuck in this life, these repetitive tasks. They are slaves to their passion, to their fears, to their emotions. They are putting priorities into wrong places. And in the end, they will be rewarded with nothing but suffering, pain, and destruction. Once the judgment day comes, they will all perish. But I do not believe it has to be that way. I want to give them a chance to make something out of their lives. Want them to give them a chance to help themselves and to help others. I will not be fighting their battles for them, but everyone deserves an opportunity, just like Terra, and she was nothing but a street child.
I understand. And I can't say that I look fondly on some of the things I've seen in these lands. In just a short time, necromancers and such. I abhor that act. It's... everything in me screams that it's evil, but... as I said before, it's not me to judge whether they are damned or not.
My child, your moral compass is not broken. What you're experiencing is natural. We can claim what our perspective is on the matter all we want, but in the end, it does not matter. Those that are good and those that are evil, they all deserve a chance for salvation. Everyone can be redeemed. We were given a free will for a reason, and we were given this gift of life. There is never too late to use it to its fullest potential. Our soul.
But what if... Is it possible that someone might be too far gone, though? What if they're too tainted or corrupted to think properly anymore? To be able to reach out to a hand that's extended to them?
That is why I carry this. Oops. It is not something I want to use against anyone. But if there are those servants of evil who wish to stop me from helping, then I must protect myself and those that stand by my side. You are correct. There are those beyond help. There are those who would refuse the good word that we are willing to offer. There are those that will doubt our words tirelessly. Those that might even come to destroy us. But those are the ones that need our help the most. And until our last breath, even though I can only speak for myself, I will not stop at helping them. With caution, with finesse, and with all my might and faith. That is the greatest challenge I was graced with.
I understand. As I've said before, I am... not necessarily braced, but I have accepted that this line of work, this undertaking, will likely eventually lead to my death.
My child, our death is the only guarantee we have in life. What matters is how we conduct ourselves during our lives before the inevitable death arrives. No matter if it happens once the judgment day arrives or before that. Do you believe in faith? Do you believe that our path is set? That no matter what we do, our fate is sealed?
You're not the first person to have asked me that today. I believe that Mitra gave us free will, but he lets us choose. So to an extent, yes, but there are things that happen outside of one's control, for better and for worse. And I do not believe that those are outside of Mitra's control. I do not believe that any of those things happen that Mitra does not will it, for some greater purpose. And some people would call those things coincidence, or fate, or luck. I believe that we've been granted the ability to make choice.
Indeed. And even
But
it
I do-
is. Please continue.
Pardon, I was just finishing that. I do also still believe in fate as well. It does not take away from one's personal choices.
Just like with many things, the truth seems to be somewhere in the middle. Yes, I also believe in faith, but to a certain degree. I do believe I was destined to be where I am, to do what I do, but in the end, the final decision is mine. That is the point of free will.
It is up to you to fulfill that destiny. Or fail if you choose not to.
Indeed. Otherwise, life would be way too simple and easy. There would be no agency. We would simply be following orders.
Indeed.
My child, I understand your concerns, your fear, your doubts. But never forget, even if your mortal body ceases to exist, even if you deem yourself unworthy of your life, those around you, those that you have helped along the way, they will be the main deciding factor. And once your soul ascends to the afterlife, it will be embraced and it will be rewarded. I know that is not why you dedicated your life to Mitra, but I am certain that someone so pure of heart, such as yourself, has nothing to be afraid of.
I am not all that pure, but thank you.
It matters not
I'm
where you come from, what your background was, my child. What matters is now, and what's coming next.
Thank you.
Oh, Star, everyone listens.
Uh,
In the end,
Pardon, but there's something I've been getting asked that I've been meaning to ask you. Do you
ask,
know when you
and I
plan
will
to
answer.
hold your first sermon? Now that the church is ready?
To be frank, I did not expect the church to be built with such haste. But perhaps it is time for me to start preparing myself, and we can organize a small sermon in the upcoming days. I will get back to you
Very
so
well
that we can share the date with others and invite as many.
Understood. That is something that even the Fair Prince was bringing up, as perhaps advertising. Advertising the first sermon and advertising that the church is open. He
Indeed.
had the idea that we might ask the people at the circus if they would be willing to let us post a notice, if they have a spot available.
Perhaps the prince himself would like to volunteer.
I was just thinking along those lines. He is rather amicable to speak to. He is good at making a friendly first impression on people.
That is true.
And well, I don't think he has as Hmm. I'm not sure if corrupt is the right word, but I suppose corrupt as you might see it, as his father might have led you to believe. Of course, I've only known him for a very brief time now, but my first impression of him is that he has... Well, his desires may be a bit self-centered, but I believe that his intentions overall are good.
I do not doubt that. For you see, my child, his kind, those of noble origin, are able to deceive even the most investigative minds.
Yes, I am aware of that. That is... I have said that that is my first impression.
But at the same time, if I did not believe in his possible redemption, if I did not believe that there is a potential for him to see the light and present it with enough care and effort from our side, I would never accept this task in the first place. As I told you before, my child, even if he was a demon of the fiery depths of hell, I would have still embraced him the same way I embraced the young prince.
Understand.
Hello, Ellie.
I think, at this moment, though, good father, that he will have to come to that on his own. From what you've said so far, it seems fairly obvious, if he's not simply putting on a very good act, that what he's struggling with the most is having grown up under a rather restrictive parentage and environment. As someone who was once noble herself, I can say that while we enjoy certain privileges, and that doesn't come without restrictions and pressure to live up to one's expectation, a very controlled environment. We are groomed to be a certain way, and groomed to live up to certain expectations and obligations, fulfill certain duties.
There is no doubt that both of you were victims of your upbringing, of your parents' ambitions. You speak the truth. That is precisely
what happened to my family, and that I didn't do more to prevent it. At the same time, I do count myself fortunate to be in the position I am now, and having been able to be in that position for some years now.
My child, that is precisely why I'm grateful for your presence here. That is precisely why I wanted you to become close with him. For I do believe that the two of you have more in common, have more to relate about than any of us here. He needs to see
That is possible.
that there is a chance for him to walk a different path and still extract happiness from it.
What I was... The point that I was trying to make, good father, is that I think that you might go farther with him if... Trying to think of how to phrase this, I apologize, but...
Speak freely.
I believe currently, the way he sees you is probably not too dissimilar from his own father. who ruled with an iron hand. I believe it would do you good to show him that you're not the same. At least not in that regards. Now, of course, I know that you will not bend your principles, and that is not what I am suggesting. I wish I could offer better advice, but I do believe that might still be possible.
I agree. However, such a privilege he must earn first. He may see me as a tyrant, similar to his father. He may see me as a ruler with an iron fist. But ever since he started showing promise, paying attention, dressing up in our colors, those small acts, they were rewarded. And instead of me being so stern with him, I did allow him to act in a more of a free way. And I'm prepared to extend more freedom in time. But
I understand.
I cannot simply give in, for I still believe that he is trying to deceive us, just like anyone would in his position. I need him to be honest with me. That is the first step. Once he admits what he's doing, once he is truly honest with me and with himself, then we can start helping him. First, my child, he needs to be broken, but not into little pieces. He needs to be broken out of his shell, so he can rise anew like a phoenix from his own ashes.
I understand. I will continue to work on trying to... Well, I will continue with doing as I promised. And I trust in your judgment, as I've said before. I believe that I know that you're much wiser than I am.
My child, right now, you are his best hope for salvation, not me or anything I can say. You are the one who knows the best what he's currently struggling with. You are the one who can relate. You are the one who walked his path before. Similar one. I rely on your wisdom. And if you truly believe he is ready, then I will embrace him as one of my own. And I will show him grace, courtesy, and my respect.
No, your words had truth to them, good father. Though I'm not encouraging that you be more restrictive. As I said, I trust your judgment. And I apologize if this was something that you had already thought of and was redundant for me to bring up.
Please do not ever apologize to me, my child.
I can't promise that. But I will do my best.
Thank you. I know you will. The prince is young, full of life, full of promise.
There is one thing though. Well, I can understand the princess upbringing to some degree. Of course, our upbringings were not quite the same, and we are not the same people. I don't really know anything about his assistant. Or how to... I don't know much yet. I will do my best to get to know her, and then build good relations with her, but at this moment,
They are close,
was...
almost like a brother and sister. If you wish to break down Prince's walls, his defenses, you must first get through her. She holds the key to Prince's secrets, to his true self, for he uses her for many things. He trusts her. If you want him to trust you, she must first learn how to trust you.
I understand.
If you care about the prince, his safety, his comfort, his happiness, that should do the trick.
Good father, how well do you know a good Prudence?
I met her a few days ago for the first time, but I feel like I have known her for my entire life. She is afraid,
I think
lost, scared, uncertain of everything.
yes, that sounds about right. She does seem like she needs some reassuring. She's very scared of disappointing you. But also at the same time, seems very impressionable. Well, you've entrusted me with working with the Fair Prince and good Effie. If it is not too overstepping my bounds, it might be a good idea for you to get closer to good Prudence. To reassure her and help her to build into someone will be able to walk on her own two legs steadily,
I agree.
without being easily swayed by others. I think this would only strengthen your cause.
For now, she is a great source of temptation for the prince. You were spot on with your assessment. She is very much impressionable. And she does not want to disappoint me. Of that I am certain. And the prince will do everything in his power to make her do just that.
Indeed. Well, it is good that she holds you in such high regards. It is not good to always be living one's life in fear. Even of disappointing someone else, it tends to lead to bad decisions and giving in to bad thoughts.
You speak from experience, my child.
Some, yes. There was a time when I was very scared of disappointing my father. If I had been less scared, I might have been able to do more to prevent his death. Not that he didn't deserve to atone for the things he had done, but I would have rather he lived to atone for them. He was still my father after all.
I will do my best, my child. The next time I see her, I will try to reassure her.
Thank you. I apologize for taking up so much of your time, and I am fixing to have to. Well, I've been desperately needing to meditate and pray to Mitra, but there's one last thing that I promised to speak to you on. In regards to the prince and perhaps his servant having a horse, and perhaps others of the congregation, Well, I understand that one must. It doesn't do to get used to certain. It's supposed to be lazy, to put it plainly. Having an animal to care for does breed empathy. And there are certain times when we will need aid, even from animals.
Very well, my child. Personally, I do prefer to walk. It strengthens my legs, and I need them to be as strong as possible, so I can walk across the deserts to spread the good word. I cannot be
Yes, of course.
held responsible for life of a beautiful creature such as a horse. But
Well, if one truly cares for that animal, rather than simply seeing it as a tool, it will make them more likely to care for others.
perhaps you are correct. Nevertheless, I must politely refuse. But
I
only
understand.
for my own self. If others wish to use this as an opportunity to create a bond with a mound, I do not mind, as long as they treat them fairly.
Thank you, good Father Lionel. Right, I won't take up any more of your time. I'm very grateful.
Don't worry, Hunger. Talib,
Blessed day, good father.
blessings upon you. Tell me,
Thank
how have you
dear.
been?
With your, I have been very well. Been doing some looking around and investigating. I stumbled across a place of great corruption that I wish to investigate with your permission, of course. Whispers from the west speak of a place called the unnamed city.
Indeed, I heard reports about this place. It is most foul and dangerous. Proceed with caution, and please, let us know once you witness it for your own self. Perhaps we should all head over there to see if there are any souls wandering that place that need our immediate help. Look
Of
for
course,
any
good father.
survivors with potential to be saved.
Would you like to come with us, good father? Although I do recommend you do not. I do not wish to put your life in danger, should it come to it.
I am ready. I have been ready my entire life. Let us waste no more
Praise
time.
be.
Tara,
Good morning, Father.
good morning. I wanted to personally thank you for all your contributions, for all the hard work invested into this place and its creation. Tiana spoke highly of your efforts. Both of you.
It is our pleasure, good father.
An honor to help something so beautiful to be erected. Although I cannot take any credit for this, this was all her doing. Merely collecting supplies is not anything praiseworthy.
You are mistaken. A place like this cannot simply be put together with faith and a hammer. It requires many components. The division of power is a concept, most complicated. I do not even attempt to understand it. But I put my faith in those who are much smarter than me, much more capable than me. And only with their help, I can now stand in this place when it's finished and use it to spread the good word, to save as many souls as possible. Thank you. Hello, Alice. Doing good? Got our church ready?
I look forward to our continued work.
Now please, would you grace us with your assistance on this mission into the unnamed city?
Of course, it would be an honor.
Please, lead the way, Talib.
We must unfortunately traverse through that circus place, if you don't mind, good father.
Not at all. Let our presence, our visit, be a reminder that sun can reach even the darkest place, at least once a day.
Praise be, if only to enlighten them to a better path.
Indeed. A ray of hope when it's dark.
I don't know if you were told, good father, but there was a lady here that claims to have been drawn here in either her dreams or visions.
Is that so?
Most peculiar. Apparently, she lives close by to the circus, but whenever she awakes, she finds herself here. More accurately, next to the river, beside the chair where the prince sits.
Most interesting. I would like to meet her and talk to her myself. But if I'm unable to do so, I rely on you, on all of you, to accommodate her, to hear her story, and hopefully find a way to help her. If she was drawn here, she was drawn here for a reason. Hello, cool bubble. No, it's
Exactly
totally fine.
what
I
I thought.
enjoyed that RP so much. Thank you.
But I thought that it might be more prudent if you were to
Anytime.
see exactly what brought her there, and perhaps be able to unravel that mystery.
I will. It's good I saw you joined our Discord. Have fun exploring it. You like say it to manage the
After you,
organization that
father.
will be up your alley. Oh, well, thank you. But we basically started playing on ToO like 2 days ago. We have a big group, and unfortunately I am not at the liberty of switching servers right now. Maybe like in a month or two, you know, if things go horribly wrong. But unfortunately I'm not currently looking for another server to play on. Even if it's the best server possible. I don't play for themes, I don't play for admins, I don't play for ideas. I play where my friends are. And my friends are currently on ToO.
Through the threshold we go.
But I will do everything in my power to promote your server and any other server, especially if they are creative and if they have something interesting to offer. So please, definitely use my platform as much as it would benefit to you. I know it's hard to get a new server, you know, up and running. Trust me, I totally sympathize. I wish you luck. In the end, you know, if you put enough effort in, and if you're patient, the success is basically guaranteed. Just give it some time. And take it easy.
How would you like to proceed, Father? There are two paths, one filled with people and the other one empty.
You make the decision, and I will follow.
Very well.
Oh, fucking... Oh, hello! It's two people! Hold on!
Oh, what's this?
Is it your first time in our carnival home?
No, we have been here before.
Ah,
We were.
but you haven't met me, so this is your best visit.
Hold your enthusiasm, my child. We are on an important
on,
mission.
You're just walking through, or got business here?
Working through, mainly.
Hello,
I'm
Jess.
alright, don't let me keep you. I can do out my whole shtick. Next time you come through, I'm Stitches the Clown. Feel free to ask for me.
Forgive me, but I have no idea of what you just said.
I said, feel free to ask for me. Next time you're coming through, I'll do my shtick then. My name is Stitches. I'm the clown. I'm also one of the managers.
Are you aware your skin is showing?
Which part?
The one with your skin on it.
I mean, like, are you talking about my upper arms, around my neck, my face? My vest? Or are you talking about, like, the skin, like, right above my boots?
I'm talking about your arms, my child.
Oh!
Your belly. Your neck. Your nakedness isn't excessive.
So all of
Put
it.
on more clothes. For your own benefit, and for the benefit of others. For your
I'm not even
nakedness.
for the benefit of others, I don't know. This is quite a fucking treat for them to gaze upon. I'm a fucking specimen of the gods themselves.
Vulgarity is a poor substitute for wit, good sir.
Oh, I never claimed to have either one of those things.
Well, I think we'll just pass through. Thank you
Yes.
for the entertainment.
Thank you for allowing me to introduce myself despite your busy schedule and passing through itness. Please enjoy your journeys. How's the man that ate my pie? Is he fucking dead?
No, be sitting on the couches.
Alright, why would you eat something I made? Do
Blessed
I look like I
evening.
know how to cook?
My child.
The animal tamer has not
Oh.
risen from his wagon yet,
Ah,
but I will
yes.
relay the message to him.
Oh man, you're tall. I'm wearing heels.
Before we go, perhaps one
Yes.
word of advice.
Yes,
I don't know if you're
please.
aware, but the judgment day is upon us. It is coming. The end of all things. The day of reckoning.
Oh, thank the gods. You mean I don't have to live till I'm 30? This sounds like a great fucking news.
All those that you love, including your own self, will perish, and you call it a great news. Your existence must
You're
be as
making a
sad
lot
as
of
your jokes
assumptions.
and your sense of humor. My child, perhaps it's time to be serious, just for a moment.
What? I'm always serious. Also, I'm a clown. What makes you think I love myself?
Children don't always do as they're told.
Absolutely not.
That doesn't mean that one should stop trying.
Absolutely not. But I understand, I think, a little bit of where you're trying to come from. I am an ignorant child, and you were trying to guide me on the way towards righteousness before the end times, correct?
To walk the righteous path is a privilege, but it is a privilege that anyone can achieve. All you need to do
Yeah.
is to open your mind to the idea that you are destined for more than to just entertain the masses, than to make a fool out of
I'm
yourself
entertaining
in front of
myself.
others. My child,
Yes.
there is more to life than entertainment. There is more to life than your heels, than your haircut, than your mask, than your hideously overexposed flesh.
I don't like a mask. It's makeup.
It is
But thank
never
you.
too late to dedicate your life to a higher purpose. Seek my church when you're ready to learn more. But until then, look into the mirror and despair, for your existence is futile at best. I will leave you for now to your deliberations. You have much to think about.
This is what I have to say to all that.
Ah,
Little
please,
waiter.
go there again.
Greetings,
Of
and I
course.
apologize for our departure.
I,
You're on an important mission,
it's alright.
but I could not.
Not a problem. You continue on your mission. I do apologize. You have not sent outfit, and I had no
passing
idea
the
you
ribs,
were on
they
your
just-
way.
I promise. We will be back. And we will deliver as we promised.
Alright, good. Looking forward to your return then.
Farewell for now. May the light guide you.
Ah, yes, and the goddess guide you as well.
Planet Journeys.
Does their light smell like mint?
I don't know, but I tried to show my whole ass and I pulled my pants.
Try to make him as sad as possible.
Good job.
Luckily for that man, I have thick skin. Thick enough for the both of us, I think, good father.
My child, all that I experienced was sadness, sympathy for that poor, lost soul. Creatures like this, they need our help the most. We cannot condemn them. We must wake them up from this nightmare that is their pitiful existence.
Oh, good father, how I envy you. All I could feel was
Thank you,
a
good father.
rage inside me. I have much to learn yet, good father, and I hope that you will teach me along this journey.
Your rage was understandable, maybe even deserved. But trust me, my child, there is nothing to be angry about. He cannot be held responsible for his actions. He is like a wounded animal. He doesn't know any better. He must be embraced by the light, by those who walk the righteous path, to show him that things can be done differently, and that his soul can be saved.
Sometimes I feel that they have not seen enough of the world to truly understand the uglier parts of it.
Indeed, they are blind to that which they are surrounded by. And that is where we come into play, to show them.
Praise be. There are many portals here. I will try and sense the one with the most corruption. Should we go to the other side, it is imperative that we run away from whatever corruptive auras we might find.
Very well. Ooh. Perhaps some people have only ever seen the ugly side, and that's all they know. That is true. I like your character's outlook and perspective, Culpable. I actually thought that she would be much more judgy and, you know, resorting to violence and action. But instead, she's doing the opposite. And perhaps that is what Lionel needs.
This would be it. Proceed with caution.
Oh, it looks so different without AOC. Almost forgot. Be gone from this world, foul beast. You will not threaten those who walk the righteous path. The sand is back. It's been so long, right? I need to level up. I feel like I'm the only one on the player list with like level 40. While everyone else is 60. Oh, Geode has her axe. Perfect. And look at this. The ping is actually pretty cool. Pretty good, I mean, not cool. Yay, levels! That's why I wanted to join them.
Corruption ends here. But the corrupted are everywhere.
Thank you. There has been something been strong on that because most devout Mitrans have been strong opinions and I cannot easily make myself be an ass. She was never meant to be violent or combative though. She's a peaceful missionary trying to do good. Oh, and that totally makes sense. However you want to spin it is totally fine by me. Hello, Nimerian. Heard your voice there. You will level fast, indeed.
Something is leading these ones. There is some kind of hierarchy.
Glutton for punishment. You take damage, you regenerate the last instance of the match taken over 15 seconds.
Perhaps ending its life might disintegrate these other followers.
Very well. Thought for sure you would say something to the dancer with less clothing than Stitches. Listen, we were on a important mission. The time for me to start yelling at people for lack of clothing will happen once we actually have any clothing to provide.
This is the direction.
Listen, we're not on Boundless anymore where people were literally swinging their dicks in my face. It's not as bad.
You are very comfortable with your sword, good father.
Indeed.
I sense you have some experience.
Let's just say that I traveled many lands, and my journey was a perilous one, and I could not be stopped by those who tried to deviate me from my path. My mission is far too important. That was the best training I could have asked for. To shield myself from the bandits, from those who follow nothing but evil. I was forced to defend myself many times, to preserve my life so I can continue serving this higher purpose.
I can tell by the way you fight. You fight from the heart. Whilst many fight for their pride for this. And they're wanting to be greater than what they are.
Indeed, my child.
Humility, I find, is a very great weapon sometimes as well.
Although I am equipped with faith, and I use it to shield me from fear, at the same time, it does break my heart whenever I need to use this weapon for violence. I can justify it however I want. It is still a crude tool of destruction, even when it's used for self-defense.
Even against these monsters, good father. These ones that are mindless.
But it wasn't always the case. Perhaps we were just too late. And even those could have been saved at some point. But it's too late for them now.
Then let us give them the rest they deserve.
Indeed. Your time will come, don't worry. Exactly. Stitches made himself stand out. Oh yes, he did. He drew the attention upon himself and I could not resist. I accepted the challenge. He drew the disappointing father's attention on himself. It looks so different. I kind of like it. Freaking unnamed city. Man. Soda's character looks so cool. He kind of reminds me of ToO from Stargate. No, Tyrael from Diablo. There we go. That's who I thought.
How do you know what or where this creature is that pulls all of these undead?
By the way, I love the RP reasoning for us to be here. Even though he probably wants to kill
This is
it
somewhat of a sense.
for something particular.
Something that is trained into our order. A gift, let us say, bestowed by our deity. But, as with all gifts, one cannot truly understand, such as prophecies, you know. So I try and interpret the energies as best as I
Yeah.
can.
Oh, you're a fellow fan of Stargate? Then you're in good company.
Even sometimes, with as much training as I've had, it can lead me astray.
I have a lot of nerds in my community who love Stargate Atlantis and the universe. Let us find this creature and put it to rest.
Indeed. Although, I think we can expect a great fight.
Isaac, Forge Master in Castlevania. Ooh. By the way, Dark, I also thought of a character idea for you. Perhaps a Dark Priest that is just completely nuts and conducting all sorts
This
of
place is high enough.
vile rituals, tempting,
Please
you know,
allow me one moment. to
especially my
meditate.
followers. Very well. Take all the time you need. Something like that, you know. As you said, you know, selling like, almost like a witch doctor or something. Just a pure creature of darkness. Seducing people to just have fun. And perhaps he could even work with Lionel as a test of faith. Oh, totally, Dark, totally. You are very good at playing these eccentric characters. And I would love to see you play like a witch doctor type. You know, evil by definition is supposed to be seductive, tempting, and I feel like that would be a nice challenge for M9, for my paladin. Ooh! Oh, look at this! That was so cool!
We needs go forward.
Very well. Ask them what we can do? Heck yeah! She could be your Dark Priestess. I grew up with SG1. I'm not a fan of Universe. Me neither. I love the premise, but like, the show was such a deviation from the established formula. Like, I love videos about Universe, but I wouldn't watch it. It's just like an edgy teenage drama. The show's feel was way too different from what I knew and loved about SG1 and Atlantis for me to enjoy as a part of the franchise. I absolutely adored Atlantis.
I cannot imagine what occurred in this city for it to become so.
Perhaps a great battle. Perhaps it was simply a matter of time before this place was consumed by the corruption that could not be stopped. But yeah, I am in total agreement with you.
Do you think the same will happen to other places, good father? Should they be left to their own devices?
Should we fail at our mission, then yes. The magic in vanilla looks pretty cool though. Don't know about the mechanics, but it looks cool. It does.
Some manner of dragon.
Yeah, the effects does look great. Like, listen, Conan knows how to make things pretty. We're still playing that game, even though it's like freaking 10 years old, and we very much enjoy the visual aspect of it compared to other survival games. And especially with the mods, my goodness, is it beautiful. So there is no doubt that the magic is appreciated, useful, and will serve, you know, for RP reasons, no doubt. But big fat middle finger to the battle pass, that's all I'm saying. Diana gets super
I
weak
was about to ask
every
you,
time
sister,
she
if you had the
someone casts magic.
tools to gather it.
Yes, I always carry everything I might need while we're out cleansing areas.
Tara is the arsenal of the Chosen. She carries many useful tools for us all. But most importantly, we can always rely on her wits. By the way, Culpable, thank you again for all the RP earlier. That was awesome. I enjoy these long RP exchanges. I know it may seem like, you know, oh, John, I took up way too much of your time, you know, you're so busy. It's fucking nonsense. Listen, if we distill it to streamer terms, what you gave me was free freaking content, and I jumped all over it like a Jess over Maltese chocolate. So don't you dare apologizing. It was great, and I very much enjoyed every single freaking second of it. You jerk. And thank you for a beautiful church too. Can't believe I have amazing church again. And I didn't even have to lift a finger. The whole point of
By the way,
RP is to RP.
yesterday I
Good
saw
concept,
some
right?
kind of sorcerer call some bird from the heavens. More like a bat, I would say. I think Sister Terra saw this as well yesterday.
Some of these heretics will never learn that flying should only be reserved for birds. What is Maltese chocolate or Oroshini? Let's
There was
just
some
explain
kind
this.
of spell or incantation the person did. And then it called forth this bat. I have seen these ones before.
Maltesers in our country too? Though? Sorry. I'm glad you enjoyed the RP. Still feel bad though for unintentionally monopolizing your time while Orange and Gio were waiting. No. Listen, I know that I have limited amount of time to play, and I am so very apologetic about that. I remember the days when I could stream and RP for like 5 to 6 hours, sometimes even twice a day, you know, in the evening and in the morning. But I am so freaking grateful that I can use my time, my limited time, to its fullest potential, you know, by being surrounded by amazing RPers like you guys. I can always rely on you, you know, for being there for me, and even if we're not in the same tribe, you know, I always know that whenever you guys are on the server, I can always get something awesome out of you. So thank you. And I apologize that I'm not always around these days. Freaking John has to be responsible, has to earn enough money to survive. You know the drill. But yes,
Ah, this one must be.
I will always try to carve enough time for RP. And even if you want me to show up somewhere off stream, I will be more than happy to do so. Or if you want to stream yourself, I will freaking gladly be there and do my best to accompany you on any kind of journey. Just please do let me know. I will be all over you like white on rice. You hit me in the back. That was so funny. You're going just every day though, and at very regular time. Yeah, I try to be as regular as possible so that you can at least reliably expect me, you know, to be around. I feel like that's the least I can do. I have a much more open availability, but will still often be on at random times. And listen, that's why I'm so glad that we have so many people around to actually keep you company, you know. And my goodness, me as a European, I am so glad that I have freaking people from all the continents to be here to RP with me. Yeah, exactly, Dark. Listen, you guys from NA and Australia are the freaking best for accommodating our shitty schedules. Oops.
This one was it.
Job well done. And this beast, this corrupted creature, rest in peace.
I feel no other presences. Not quite as much as this one.
Then we have done all that we could to cleanse this place, at least for now.
Yes, good father. Now that we have completed this, is there anywhere you would like to go?
I heard about other residents who claimed a piece of land for themselves. There are those who worship evil, those that are serving a certain master or mistress. I would like to see them and ask them, why are they keeping these unfortunate souls in their possession? And what can we do to free them? But I am not aware of where to find them. Perhaps we could look around. I do believe that they cannot be too far from one of these portals.
Do you know their names, good father?
I do not.
Perhaps we might start there.
And I do not want us to aimlessly wander around. Just in case you overhear any kind of conversation, any kind of mention where the heretics reside. I would like to have an opportunity to visit them, to see their place of residence with my own eyes.
Very well.
Go out there, ask around. And I do believe that we will get our answer soon.
I shall. Leave it to me.
Very good. Tara. What about yourself? Do you have anything to report?
Nothing as of yet, no.
I recommend mingling with these residents of the carnival. They may seem hectic, chaotic, fallen, but they are wandering souls, and they can guide us to the unknown. And unknown can contain many secrets. Secrets that need to be uncovered.
That is understood. I will do so.
In order for us to
After all,
help,
if
we must first get to know them properly. Please continue.
I was only going to say that if I were to be saved, anyone has the potential. It will just be a matter of finding who it is that can be saved and wishes to do so.
Exactly. You are the prime example that everyone has a chance for redemption, for salvation, to walk the righteous path. The fate dealt you a very difficult hand, but you fought for survival. You were honest to yourself. And eventually, when it was time for you to saw the light, you did not turn away from it. You embraced it. You used it to fuel your resolve to give your life a new goal. Let this be a symbol of hope for those who are lost. You should be proud of how far you've come. Share this pride with others.
Thank you, Father Lionel. Your words mean great. Mean a great amount.
Let us return now.
Of course.
Lead the way, Tali, please.
Yes, Father.
No, thank you, Bubble. I try. You have so many cool emotes. I feel bad for not using them more. I try to slowly accompany the backstory of others and share it with you guys. Usually whenever I create or work on our tribes, I like to ask everyone to post a little backstory, a few key points about our characters, if, they want to share it, so that we have something that we know each other and we can then use it as a reminder or as a little callback, something relevant, to use in a conversation. And I feel like so far it has been working quite well. I'm glad that people put a lot of effort into those little cliff notes. It's always fun for me to read them. of course, because this tribe is rather Lionel-centric, I posted a bit more than just cliff notes. I puked my backstory all over that freaking Discord section. And I'm sorry for anyone who decided to read it. But yeah, I was excited to bring this character back. I feel like he did deserve another round. Boundless was fun, you know, but he was mostly a character that was supposed to make fun of everyone and antagonize them as much as possible. This time around, he actually has, I would say, a bit more depth that his congregation gave him. So I'm very grateful for that. Hilariously, we've all been RPing like
This
we only
place
just
is
met.
truly a testament of how
When we
even
came to
the
this
smallest corruption can bring down a great kingdom.
Indeed.
I have never really observed such buildings constructed in such a fashion, but they are truly marvels. And I can imagine before they fell, this society and civilization must have been successful at some point.
Very much so. It is a simple reminder that even the smallest seed of evil can grow into a tree of corruption, spreading its fruit, poisoning everyone, and eventually destroying an entire civilization. The Carone connection is knowing Father Lionel. I hope that the people don't hold it against me too much, that I created this tribe to basically, you know...
One moment, I will check here.
Stroke my ego. Of course, there is a certain degree of it, but I hope that people see it for what it's supposed to be, you know, like a common denominator. I cannot ever say that word. Denominator. There we go.
Are you capable of climbing here, good father? Or else we could take a longer way.
Yes, I should be able. Where is he taking us? Taking shortcuts? Just laughing because we all posted our backstories for everyone else. That's true. Oops. Oh. That was weird. I enjoyed the visit into the unnamed city when it's all deserty.
If you like, good father, I will keep this place, well, under as much control as I can.
Very well. Try to contain the corruption as much as you can, but do not strain yourself. Your resolve, although admirable, cannot save this place forever. It has already been lost, but hopefully we can hold the corruption for a bit longer. Was that a fox that just ran past us?
I believe so.
It is far away from the forest, from where it came from.
Peculiar thing. Must have got lost in one of the portals.
Hopefully it will find its way back home. This place is dangerous.
Especially for a small fox.
Yes, we're pretty well do, and gives us more opportunity to organically grow our characters, relationships and dynamics. Heck yeah.
After you, good father.
Thank you. Oh. Is it a sleeper? This is probably not the best place. Henry. I wonder, can we carry them? Tara, could you carry this poor soul a bit further from the landing zone? I do not wish for them to be squished by a cargo that someone is carrying with them. Try to be gentle. If they're struggling, let them be. But I feel like it is our duty to at the very least try.
He seems a bit on the heavy side and refuses to be picked up.
Ah, I see.
Yes, it appears that his foot may be stuck in the ground.
Very well. And we did all that we could. You. Yes, Oroshini, this is a carnival themed season, a mini season, to basically give us a chance to test, you know, the new 3.0 magic, and I like the theme. Some of the mod assets that we're working with are absolutely beautiful. Like, look at all those tents and the freaking clown statues. It's absolutely amazing. Stormy was the one who gave them to us, and so send her your best regards. This music is so dramatic, sounds like an incoming boss battle.
Father, perhaps when we reach the church, you might be able to clear our corruption.
I will try. But it will not be easy. That place affected us strongly. It may require some rest, good food, and hours of meditation. Yes. Looks very pretty. And it's certainly something new that I haven't quite seen on any other server, which is always appreciated. Look at this.
Oh, please, avert thine eyes.
This statue is the prime example. A sign of readiness to be bathed in righteousness and receive the new clothes of salvation.
I wonder which deity this one is.
I do believe it is Darketo.
Ah, of course. Guessing by the cats here, by the front of the caravan, it must be the house of that beast
Perhaps.
lady.
Looking at the sign, your assertion must be correct.
Indeed. And I don't know what this is.
A corrupted creature. It's actually kind of cool.
I will be headed back to our homes. I need a moment of meditation.
Then I will follow you.
Of course. Let us all be gone.
Ah, alright.
Speak of the devil.
There's devils now?
Point me to his direction, and I shall deal with him at once.
No, not devil. At least to my knowledge, there are no devils here in Carnival.
If only that was true, for I do believe that there is a piece of devil in all of us. Hence why the Judgment Day is coming, and why it's inevitable.
And what will happen on this, Judgment Day?
The final day of reckoning, and all our souls will be judged by our deeds that we have done during our lives.
And do you know who will be the one that is judging?
That is a good question. If I were to guess, then I would say that it will be ourselves and those around us.
We will judge ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever looked into the mirror, and have you ever wondered, what are you looking at?
No.
Then you should perhaps try, and then you will find
No.
your answer.
That's okay. I'm fine.
How was your mission today there, priest? Did you accomplish what you needed to do?
Temporarily, but yes. We did explore the city of Unnamed, and we tried to hold the corruption for as long as possible. But the civilization that once occupied that place is now gone. And in its place is nothing but darkness.
Ah, yes, it is a very interesting place. Not a place that I would go to very frequently.
Truly a sad story, and a reminder of the inevitable. This place is a start. And that is why we're here. We must make sure that whatever happened there will be stopped from spreading.
Ugh.
You require a tissue for your runny nose.
No, I think he was smelling what clean smells like.
It's fine, Geode. Talib,
Very confusing.
perhaps it is time for us to go.
Hey, if you're missionaries, maybe you should talk to the guy behind me. He seems pretty savage. He could use some enlightenment.
Why don't you talk to him? You seem to be
Because
full
I'm
of
not a
advice.
freaking missionary.
But you seem to be offering much advice. Perhaps you know best what could help him.
No, I know what's good for me. I don't know what's good for everybody else, but you seem to.
I thank you for your faith in my abilities. And I'm not opposed.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's not my faith in your abilities. It's me wanting to see that savage guy go crazy on you for trying to do something.
So you're just being curious.
Yeah, sure.
And you think that it is my job, as a priest, to satisfy your curiosity, your bloodthirsty nature.
No, I don't think it's your job.
Perhaps.
You think it is our job?
No, I just said no. I do not think it is your job.
Forgive me. I must have misheard.
It's okay. The hood's in the way.
No, I can hear you perfectly fine. Must have been the wind.
What is your name?
Guy.
What is your real name?
Guy.
Very well. My name is Lionel. And it is a pleasure to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you, liar.
Lionel.
Lion hell.
Whatever you might think of me, my intentions, my actions, you are probably correct. Please, accept my apology. I will be on my way. Enjoy the rest of your day, and may the
Thank
light
you.
guide you.
You too. Hey, may I guide you as well?
Greetings, little one. I apologize. I was sent here to offer you my help. Is there anything that I can do for you on this day? You look scared. You have nothing to fear, for I am here to help you. Shoot. You're in need of assistance. I do believe I met one of your kind. She was looking for her family in the sinkhole. I do believe her name was ToO. I told her that I will not stop until I find any kind of information that would point her to your direction. Unfortunately, I do not know of her whereabouts, but I saw her in Sinkhole once, and it is possible that she might visit there again. I am sorry I cannot offer any more assistance. Should I see her again, is there any place where I should send her? Can you point me on this map?
Hello there, blacksmith. Goodbye.
Oh.
Hello there.
Goodbye. Please run by it a few times. It's not anything. It's a very curious looking person. I'm quite tempted to start screaming after people when they run by.
Hello,
You
Tonike, by
feel
the
like
way.
you're obviously being
Those guys are everywhere.
I'll start running after and screaming, hello.
Huh? Oh, okay, he's still typing.
Gets a little old.
I'm not gonna speak in elk.
People just
You'll
run.
probably insult him. I am sorry if you cannot understand my words. I wish. Oh boy.
Arino.
shakes her man. He attempts to make a few hand gestures. It seems to be their demeanor that they don't see this as an issue. But he casts the bones back on the ground and almost seems to begin reading them.
No, you not get that though.
Boy. I see.
Why? Oh, you know, I wanted to test if you were kitty or not. You not kitty. You or not land on feet. There are plenty of other trees you can find. Well, no more tree.
Points at the man in front of him, then points at the sinkhole area, pointing back to him. If you're looking for a specific direction, this one on H6. And I am sorry if I'm not understanding your words correctly. My ignorance is no excuse.
Hello.
But I do hope that I was at the very least able to send you to the right direction. There is more that needs to be done. And this place, at the sinkhole, is where you can find us, where I reside with my congregation. You are more than welcome to visit us at any point. For now, unfortunately. Southeast of it, pointing more so at their temple. Yes. Yes, exactly. That is where we reside. I presume you have been there before. I see. Yes. Please stop by again. We can offer you food and shelter. The desert can be quite hostile. But, unfortunately for now, I must depart. But it was a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lionel. Damn it, no! Oh, I knew I needed to rush. Gosh darn it. Oh well. It's fine. The restarts are quite short. The guy who pointed us to the elk person, he was having none of us. He was like, Lionel, a liar. It's like kindergarten level of insults. I loved it. I'll have you know, they call me the white giraffe. Oh, that was you, Perry. I thought I recognized the voice. Thank you for bearing with me. I am so sorry. I am such an ignorant caveman, for the lack of better words, when it comes to understanding certain RP, but I think I got out of it that you recognized where we come from. I'm serious, so above this shit. But it was fun. It was tense. Listen, we came in like a wrecking ball into the carnival. I would never expect a warm welcome. It's alright, bro. Everyone has trouble understanding monkey noises. It's so funny. It does actually sound a bit like a monkey. But how... Actually, it does sound very elky. Like, how else are you supposed to portray elk sounds apart from... Nah, you did well. I love the design. Yeah, Talib is awesome. He's so patient with me and so impatient with others. Yeah, you guys are awesome. And Orange Soda, I love the difference between your current character and freaking Alistair. It's such a night and day. I don't know, guys, if you have witnessed the amazing Alistair on Weavers, but he played like the most freaking subservient character ever. Everyone was milord, you know. He just wanted to dedicate his life to helping, to run his little tavern with his friends, and now look at him. Righteous freaking paladin. I love seeing RPers in these different roles. Okay, let's see when the server comes back. Restart info. It's not back yet. Yeah, I also wonder. I thought that it would be like some kind of ritualistic way to see either the future or like a distant places, maybe. I love his interactions with the manor, and it was such an adorable development that I would not have expected how his attitude towards them evolved, especially the one lady. I thought he was just terrified of them. Yeah. I feel like he was drawn to us, and it was awesome, you know, that he wasn't afraid to get close and to eventually, you know, potentially be bitten. But like, we were such a nice group of vampires. We only terrorized the breaks, you know, like freaking Tibbles. Ugh. I've been checking a lot of Aru servers. Most of them are text RP, unfortunately. Yeah, there is a lot of text RP servers in Conan, and also a lot of ERP servers in Conan, or so I heard. I'm guessing you won't be on much longer. Yeah, probably not. I need to go to work tomorrow. I have my office time. Tibbles terrorized herself. Damn right. Alrighty. And the server should be back. Let us go. I will need to go to the bathroom. But I feel like I don't wanna let others wait. You were drawn to the madame. Damn right. She was very alluring. Freaking Leah. They did a lot to make Alistair feel safe. Heck yeah. I got to listen in. Mourning as the little black kitty, getting headpads from Draven to Alistair's first encounter with Isabel. Aww. Oh my god, Tony K, that's so funny. Oops. Oh no! It's that thing again. Eek! Wait, how do I... wait, main menu. Server isn't showing up. You can join through Direct Connect. Sometimes it will not show up, but it is still available. Never gets home. Oh, look at this. Dark Final figured out. Yeah, that's a quality bug indeed. Happens to me quite often. And now I'm in the floor. Oh, I can move again. My preacher has a seizure. Okay, I went to go to pee. I'm sorry. He's waking up. Perfect. Are we ready to depart, Talib?
I believe so.
Very well.
Have you finished conversation with the man here?
I do believe so. He knows where to find us.
Mira!
Did he say mirror?
I do believe so.
Mira.
Is that your name? Mira.
Yeah.
And it is truly a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lionel, and this is Talib.
Well met.
Mira.
Lionel, the priest.
Tura. Tura.
Perhaps we should seek the services of a linguist, who might be better equipped.
Mitra.
I believe he's saying Mitra.
Mitra?
My God.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, look. It's the little person I tried to stick in a cage.
Oh no, I know where I recognize this from. I know where it is.
That is not necessary.
Look. Look, the popcorn is in there. Go ahead, stick your head in there. Get the popcorns.
This person is not a creature that should be caged.
Oh, I'm sorry, who are you?
My name is Lionel. Who are you?
That is a lot. That is a lot of white. I'd be careful. You're gonna get that dirty very quickly.
I appreciate your judgment about my colors. Here is mine. Your colors are excessive and tacky. You should consider something a bit more light, perhaps white.
That's just rude.
All of it.
No, it gets too stained up. It gets dirty too quickly, unfortunately.
We have water all around us. You can clean it. You can have spare clothes.
Well, of course you can clean it, but there's certain stains you just don't get out.
And perhaps you use those clothes, you recycle them, and you create new ones.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, that's too much for me to do. Nope. Did you get the popcorn? Huh? Yes, he did. Look at that. Do you want some more of the cinnamon rolls?
Resist the temptation of the devilish crunch, and you will be rewarded with clean gums.
Oh, look, it was a joke yesterday. Oh, it's my favorite person, Stitches.
I'm everyone's favorite person.
Oh, this one.
Look, we have guests. Stitches, would you entertain them while I go get some drinks and some food?
Whatever you say, Ringmaster.
Shall we leap?
Perfect.
Yes, before we get ensnared into another futile ceremony.
how disappointing.
Very good.
Mirror. Please, safe journeys. All that, don't die.
Madame, please thank the individual that was here standing before, who pointed me to the direction of his friend. I learned many from him, and I tried my best to help him. He was indeed correct. I am glad that I had a chance to speak with him. I will leave you to your rest.
Ah, yes, it was very nice to see you being able to speak to the little one. You have such a gentle voice, kind.
You honor me.
You again?
I hope to see you again
Safe.
soon.
Of course, let me know when you have your service, and I will try to attend.
Very well.
Stop it!
Oh, you're walking away without getting anything. Yeah, would you like some carrot cake?
We appreciate your kindness, but we have plenty of food back home. Simple gruel with fresh water,
Oi.
room temperature.
Private day paying a visit soon.
That is what we eat.
We do not indulge.
Anything else will be excessive.
You can shut up, but you cost is a little.
That sounds fucking miserable. And I live in a car.
My child, are these seizures a common occurrence for you?
Seizures? No, I'm just happy to be alive. So I express my gleefulness at living by dancing and trying to bring joy to others.
What a little
I love your foreign concept. You look like a sour fucking cunt.
Mind your manners, or I will mind them for you.
Yeah, man, you want to
Just
try.
out and he was
I mean, you can beat me all you
Do not
like. It's
give in
fine.
to the righteous
No,
anger.
please. Please, beat me.
Forgive me.
I might like it.
Forgiveness, come.
My child, I am glad you
Yes.
found this situation humorous. Enjoy
I mean,
while it lasts.
life is humorous. Safe journeys, don't die.
We all die, some sooner than others.
Stay on the
Oh,
path. You don't want to
absolutely.
be picked up by some of the creatures living in the dead.
Oh, actually, mind the grass. There are hands in them.
Yep. You doing okay, Stitches?
I'm doing wonderful.
If the portals weren't in this
Yep. Get a drink.
miserable place, I would never step foot here.
As I told you before, my child, these are the people that need us the most. We are exactly where we need to be.
Yes, Father.
But
I will try better to be more understanding.
trust me, my child, you can achieve much more with kindness and understanding than with violence and righteous anger. Let that be the final method when everything else fails. Yeah, it looks awesome. Freaking tightrope.
I will not deny that it will take me a great deal of time to become accustomed to this. Well, not drawing arms as soon as, one shows lack of respect. But that is something I shall work on day and night, Father.
In the end, we will all be judged. We will all get what we deserve. We do not need to be the ones who punish these creatures for their insolence, for their ignorance, for their lack of manners. They will pay, eventually. They will answer to a higher authority than us. Us punishing them would serve nothing but our own pride.
Yes. Much to learn I still have, I find. About the subtleties of patience.
If you truly want to make a difference, offer them your help. Offer them your patience, your understanding, and they might reward you with their time and interest.
So do you believe, Father,
Good night,
that
Pifa.
everyone,
Thank you
even
so much.
those that are so garish and rude, are worthy of your gifts and your words? How would you sway them, good Father?
By my never-ending determination, by my spirit that shall never be broken, by my resolve that will always remain pure and unbending, until there is one last breath in my lungs. I will invest it to spreading the good word about the vision I received, about the judgment day that is to come, and that the only way to stop it and to survive it is to prepare our soul, is to make the most of it, is to embrace the fact that we are destined for more than to live in sin. Greetings, my child. We meet each other again. Your lack of enthusiasm is understandable.
I remember you now. Lionel.
Very
the
good.
Heavenly.
Yes. It is good to see you again. Were you able to find your mistress?
Oh, yes, of course. She's always easy to find, the mistress.
Whereabouts we could find her? Is it possible to receive an audience from her house?
Oh, of course, all you have to do is come and visit, really, like all the others. We have a tavern. Well, it's not open yet, but it will be soon.
That is good news. I would really like to see this tavern with my own eyes. Once it's ready, of course. I do not wish to visit when it's too early, to put more stress on your architects.
Oh, I'm sure there will be a global invitation sent out to everyone to for the opening night.
Very well. Then I shall patiently wait for the opportunity. And I thank you for this good news.
Oh, no need to thank me. I'm just a servant there, in an imp costume, so to speak.
Very well.
Well, I won't interrupt you much longer. I have things to do.
Of course.
And I wish you a pleasant day.
Oh, thank you. You too. Oh, yes, this one here.
Same call. You should have been tightrope twins. It's so cool. I know you love circuses, Jess. And I know how much you suffer. Because I forced you to another lame adventure. With my stupid characters. I'm sorry. Listen, can I waste perma and join them? It's fine. Don't worry.
So were you able to ascertain the place where we might find this mistress? They seem to have been going to a colder gate.
You'll be a character.
The portal, I mean.
Indeed. I do believe I do believe that we will receive that information along with everyone else once this place is ready to be open for public. Perhaps we should establish opposed to service, that will allow us to receive this message.
I will see if Sister Diana will be able to make us such a thing, since she is so good at the constructions.
Hopefully. Oh, culpable, I would laugh if people used that stupid section of mine to recruit for their own tribes. I would love to join someone else too. You know, help them develop or just support their idea. The church does look amazing. Look at it. This place. This blessing. Almost like a gift from above. But her name is Diana. And we are not worthy of her gifts. But we will try to be. We will try to earn this place and use it to save many souls.
Of course, good father. I in turn will watch over her as carefully as I can and whenever I can.
Very
to make sure she is kept out of temptation and also harm's way.
Very good. Thank you. I will now go have my rest.
Yes, good father. You deserve it.
Be at peace, my child, and may the light follow you and guide you.
And thee as well, good father.
Aww.
Hello.
Blessings upon you, my children.
Oh. I take it you're with the prince.
No, he is with me, for my name is Lionel, and he is under my watchful eye.
Well, Lionel.
The weirdest looking furball I've ever seen if I'm your kid.
I don't think that's literal, Henry.
I know, I'm just trying to lighten up the mood with a joke.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I've heard a little bit about you, Lionel. Your prince has asked if I would meet with you at some point, though, admittedly, we were just wandering through. My name is Blackwall. I'm something of a paladin, a doom guide.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
I've heard a very little bit about the church you have here. It's not to any one deity specifically, is that right?
That is indeed the case. There are many gods, many religions, and I simply cannot choose only one of them. I try to pay my respects to them all equally, by not making a choice, by not dedicating my life to solely one god, goddess, or series of gods. I would find it arrogant.
I thought it was because Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo didn't work.
Echo. That is interesting, and it's not a very common belief. Not that it's anyway wrong. I serve the gatekeeper. He himself, while a minor deity, depending on the realm he's in, he serves at the behest of other gods, ensuring that those that pass through his gate reach their final rests properly. So I understand.
And I
am
will
of
keep
the same belief.
I will keep his name in my prayers, and I will pay extra respect to him whenever possible. And I do hope that you will teach me more about this deity of yours, so I can be less ignorant in the future.
Of course, I would be happy to. His name is Beelzar, the gatekeeper. A quick version for the moment, in passing. Core belief is no one should die alone.
That is a beautiful message.
I've been told others seem quite afraid of it.
Perhaps
But,
it would be appropriate of me to mention that our congregation also has a paladin. He's standing right there on the cliff. His name is Talib.
Talib. I have not met him. In truth, I've met your prince, and he travels with a woman quite often, but I don't recount her name.
Aoife, I believe. She is his trusted servant. But at this point, I see her more as his companion.
I'll keep that in mind. And I've also met the missionary woman,
Diana. Yes. She is the one who constructed the church, which is now open for public, of course. If you wish to use it for any kind of purpose, even as a prayer, even to just see inside, you are more than welcome to do so.
I will definitely have to come by.
But I apologize for my lack of manners. My name is Lionel, and I welcome you to our humble place of residence. What are your names?
Well, I am Doom Guide Blackwall, but Blackwall works. To my right is Dolly.
Dolly.
And to my left, though he is a bit shy at times, this is Echo.
Pleasure to meet you, Echo.
And then the one over there, as I've mentioned, he is Henry.
Greetings, my child. And do not be afraid. I am not your father, your true father, yet. I often call those in front of me my children, because I do feel responsible for teaching them, for showing them what I witnessed, and hopefully providing them enough spiritual guidance.
Oh, you don't need to worry one bit about that. I'm not afraid. If you were my father, I'd be asking, why haven't you come back yet? But say la vie, that's the kind of thing. And you don't need to worry too much about me. I won't be bothering you none. It's very rare to see people who honor the time and worn religion of economics, so I won't be bothering you too much, I promise.
I am sad to hear about your tragic backstory. I do hope that you will one day be reunited with your parental figure.
Not likely traveling out here.
Henry is something of a curiosity collector. General merchant of fine and exquisite and often hard to find goods.
Indeed, if we were back home in New Victoria, I could possibly sell you anything. I've got things you never even heard of, but here, stretch a little thin. This is more exploratory, finding things we can take back home and share the knowledge and understanding, and oftentimes the various magical goods and monetary goods. That way everyone shares equally in the new economic future that we're hoping to bring about someday.
That is an interesting profession.
Yeah, the overall term is called arbitrage.
What would you say is the most prized possession that you could find?
Are we speaking monetarily or the most prized?
The other one, the most prized.
The most prized thing that I have ever been able to provide was salvation of another day. A major catastrophe had happened, so I managed to produce a magical object called provision boxes. Each provision box can make about enough food for a single about 25 people for a single day. We donated about 200 of them to the local constabulary. Gave those people enough food, that way they didn't have to starve.
That is a wonderful endeavor, and you are quite a storyteller, my friend. I should invite you,
thank you
to perhaps use the services of the church so you can spread the good word of your cause to others in these lands.
Well, maybe. But that's a conversation for another time.
Of course, I did not mean to stop you. You seem to be quite busy. Perhaps you have some more chores ahead of you.
We do. It was a pleasure, however, to actually run into you finally. The prince, being who he is, was a bit sparse on names of any kind. What would you call your settlement here, if you have one?
You may simply call us Lionel's Chosen.
Lionel's Chosen. All right. Well, that will help. Thank you. Our little band doesn't have so much as a official name, but we all hail from the same place. We are New Victorians.
New Victorians.
Yeah.
I will remember that, and I do hope to see your establishment one day. I can only imagine it will contain many wonders to behold.
We come from a very varied amount of walks of life, and with Henry around, I'm sure that will be amply displayed. But thank you again for your kindness and hospitality.
And if you find yourself in need of anything, please be sure to leave a note with any of my associates, so that way the interns can see about getting you.
I will consider it. You have my word.
Aye, aye.
Alright, let us move on.
Farewell, and be safe. The desert can be quite rough.
Oh, don't worry, so can I.
Quite rough. Be safe.
May the light guide you on your path.
May the gatekeeper greet you as a friend.
Aww.
May the light guide you.
That was nice. This usually happens when I want to go to bed. I get stabbed by RP. But it was actually nice. I kind of expected them to, like, you know, go all aggro on me. It's like, the prince wanted us to meet because he wants me to die. Now I'm here to be your executioner, jerk. I mean, so far M9 is doing the freaking God's work. Like, he's allowing us to meet all these people, you know. Like, he's actually doing a good job. Almost convincing my character that he's actually, you know, not wasting his time with him. Okay, so I missed a lot of messages and I apologize. I know the feeling when I was on Leander. Had some amazing moments whilst being in lion form on him and being treated as just a large cat. Yeah, people are often much more open when RP in an animal form is present instead of in a human form. You know, they wouldn't use anything I say against me, right? They're a nice little kitty cat. Even though they're a big ass freaking lion. That, and one time I just had a feeling in and out of the game that one of Leander's best friends, Caroline, was hurt badly mentally, and I went to him as a lion. It was a perfect moment and he actually needed it. Never agreed upon this, oh silly, but that's what animals can do. That is absolutely true. They have a sixth sense when their human friends are indeed. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Dark. And this is definitely the layer of RP that I am quite limited in, and I really want to try to play a shifter at some point and really, you know, try my best to do it justice. But I also feel like it is not something I am equipped for, but it might also be an interesting challenge. I would definitely need to be in a company of other RPers like you to not completely embarrass myself, and I would probably put like a, you know, crazy spin on it like I usually do. And I wouldn't want to ruin like someone else's RP or vision of how this character is supposed to be played. So yeah, that's why I usually prefer other characters. It's too hard, okay? Yeah, it was the same when I played my first werewolf on season 6 on Weavers. Rue got to masquerade as a Fey Dragon's mischievous pet wolf, and she got away with so much shit while getting head pets the whole time. the whole while. Sorry, cannot read anymore. It was so much fun. There are seemingly a lot of religious folks this time on ToO. Absolutely. I guess they all thought that, you know, when you have so much corruption around and so many spells, might also make sense to bring characters that would do the opposite, you know, that would present some sort of I don't know, opposite? Gotta run, it's past my bedtime and I'm still a bit ill, so good night. Oh, Dark, good night, and I'm sorry I didn't say good night earlier. I hope that you will feel better. My man. Diana's been pretty convinced. Damien made a really freaking good cat. Oh, please. He was a grumpy cat at best, but I guess that's what cats are all about at some point. But in the end, he was a big softie. Especially with Athena around. And Luther. Don't forget Luther. The best grumpy cat. Aww. Well, thank you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Let me go send you somewhere else. Let's see. Who do we have streaming code? Let me see the Conan section. Unfortunately, we cannot see on ToO who's streaming. So let me try the Conan section. Alright. Let's go to Lindsay. I know we raided her yesterday, but we had a small little RP with her. And we quite like her character. Sorry, my freaking thingy disappeared. There it is. Alright. Right, simple Lindsay. She's of course playing Psst, the cat. The panther. From the carnival. So let's go see what they're up to. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow is the carnival exhibit? I don't even know. Performance, there we go. Alright. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.